Talk about from the moment that you started training and the transitions you've made in terms of, for lack of a better term, your character, right? Your persona, on the different stages that you've gone through to going from what was like the underdog to who you are now today.
Man, so that is the, I guess, Achilles heel of my wrestling career, is the fact that I've never been able to nail down a character or persona. Like I've said before, I'm not the cowboy, I'm not the rock star, I'm not the hippie, I'm not the whatever. I'm just not that guy, because me as a person, I'm a lot of everything. You know what I mean? Like I can't, even in my own personal life. Like when I was growing up, going to high school, and everybody's like wanting to go to college, and I just couldn't figure out, like, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? And it's the same thing with wrestling. You know, I joke a lot of times that Malenko, which of course huge inspiration of mine, was the man of 1,000 holds. Well, I'm the man of 1,000 gimmicks, and I think that quite honestly, that's what's hurt me a lot, is the inconsistency. Like just when people are starting to get to know this one thing, you know, for whatever reason, I lose confidence in it. I switch it up. I mean, when I started, I was Shawn Michaels. That's what I wanted to be. I used a super kick. I did all these things. He was a big, you know, inspiration of mine. And then it transitioned from that into, at one time I was calling myself Mr. Metro, because the whole metrosexual thing was going on. That's when I had hair. Me and the guy who trained me were tag team when I was doing that one. Like I said, I've done the underdog thing. The underdog thing is really true to what I am or was, because like I was always the smallest kid in school. I was always picked on. I was always the one picked last for everything. You know, I was the underdog. And the funny thing with it though is the singlet. I only did that because I wasn't happy with where I was physically. So you know, I covered the belly and all that stuff up, and until I got into the shape that I wanted to get into. And to be quite honest with you, like I never really thought about being a wrestler as a career. Like I wasn't that guy that was in the crowd at Raw or something at 12 or 14 years old. It's like, Mom, Dad, I want to be a wrestler. That wasn't me, man. Like I said, I was 5'3" when I was in high school. You know, I wasn't Rey Mysterio. I couldn't do those things physically. And I just did it because it was fun, man. It was fun. My buddies were doing it. You know, it was a boys club type deal for us. And a few years in, I started taking it more seriously. I started working out harder. I started studying tape. I started doing all these things that you need to do, you know. Then I've done a lot of things and shot myself in the foot, you know, because I'm the world's worst of being my own worst critic, and I can't get out of my own way. But all that's done, because I'm telling you, this year is different. This year is just me, 100% authentic Sean Cruz. Like the shirt says, you can keep staring, because that's what people love to do. They love to stare at me. They love to try to figure out who I am. And just like even on social media, man, people's like following your stuff and they'll even tell you in person, but they don't like it, they don't share it, they don't comment on it. It's like they're just staring and lurking. So that's what I'm gonna let them do, is just keep staring, and I'm gonna show you why you should be liking and commenting and following my stuff, and why you should be putting me on those lists of the top guys in the state or the top guys in the country, or your list for 2025 of who you want to get in the ring with. You know, that's pretty much what it is now. It's been a 20+ year search of me trying to find who I am, not only as a person, but as a wrestler, you know.
Absolutely.